I can feel a lot of positive energy, particularly in this room. I feel that in here, this was a cover for something else that was happening. I find that what I can see is this big machine where people used to send some sort of messages, and it was very, very secret. And I feel that these people were very brave people that were here. But to look at it, it looked like an ordinary office. But I can see this big, huge square machine with some sort of code or a radio where you have to send these messages, which were very important. I feel that there's a lot to do with maybe the Second World War that went on here. And it was a very positive thing these people were doing. And it was very, very secret. I feel that in this room there wasn't a lot of activity, but this was a very quiet room, and that I found people here. There were some people and some documents perhaps that were hidden in this room. It was a very quiet place. I feel there's very very positive things going, and it's very, very secret, and people were actually, I feel, hidden here in this space. And I think there's lots of secret documents perhaps were also put in this room. Although this is quite a big space, I feel that a lot of people didn't know this was here. Only a few people knew of its existence, because I think it may have been, the building over the years has been changed, and this was perhaps sealed off or designed in a different way. And unless you knew you could actually get into this bit, this part of the building, you were totally unaware it was here. From this window, I seem to be drawn to this window. There were things happening outside. And I can feel that somebody on quite a regular basis would come and see what was going on from the outside. Which would obviously affect what was going on in here in some way. And I feel there's a lot of whispering, a lot of tiptoeing around. I feel this was a very busy building, but there's more than one thing going on. And on the one hand, it would appear people were doing something quite legitimately, which they were, but there's other things going on that was definitely a lot of people didn't know about, which I feel was a very good thing, but it was very dangerous and very secret.
Ja, das ist Mexiko, ja genau.
This I find this is what I feel is that this was the heart of the business and how everything was run from. I feel there's the decisions for the legitimate side of the business and even the secret stuff came from this part of the room, came from this side of the building.
Yeah.
I feel that there's very well-to-do people would be here. I think this was the bosses, definitely the bosses' space. I can see quite a large man, very well dressed, nice suit, with a pocket watch and a big fat cigar, sitting in his chair. Possibly, I think things that went on here was maybe solicitors, something to do with shipping, industry, all the main decisions. This was the heart of what was going on in the building, and it was people who were very respectable, very well off, were actually here. And I feel that the gentleman, this very large man, he would often sit at his desk, feet up, puffing away on his cigar. Very proud of himself, but he did have a very important job. And I say big decisions were made in this room and in this space. I feel that this is more where his office was, where his chair was, and he used to sit here for many hours just going over what needed doing. Feel the sense of young children playing hide and seek, being very quiet, but giggling and having a great time, but it was all still very quiet. But I feel lots of children having some playtime. hide and seek, for there was their like favourite game. It seems to like that. This I find it's a very, very busy space, even though it seems to be quite small. Lots of things were going on here. I can see women at typewriters, typing away, then disappearing, running back. And they were doing stuff that, not necessarily behind someone's back, but they was doing something besides their usual job. I do find that, I say that in this building, I really do get a positive feel of some sort of resistance, which I don't know would possibly make sense maybe during the war. But I said these women in this office particularly were doing lots of different things, running around. And they was doing some work that their other colleagues were unaware of, and this was very, very important work that they were doing. And I find I can see a lady, maybe mid-1940s, early 50s, pointing to another part of the room, and she's showing me this way, so I feel that this room has also been adjusted, and that there was perhaps something on the other side of the room that was very important, very secret, that this lady's trying to show me. Great. It's very positive, very busy place, and you know, also there's lots of things that are secret going on that other people were totally unaware was around them. It's very peaceful, very calm, and I would assume that people came here to relax. It's very peaceful, very gentle, some sort of escape. It's as if all your problems just disappear, and it's a very calm, very tranquil, and people could just come and relax, forget their problems, forget their worries. It's a very, godlike feeling, very peaceful, very heavenly. And I feel it's a very light, very, possibly it gives people a very heavenly feeling. Very relaxing. to do with some form of resistance. And this place, I assume it's at the top of the building, was very secret. There was lots of activities going on, lots of hiding, lots of whispering. And I can feel a lot of strength and a lot of courage coming from this space. I would assume it's got something to do with perhaps the Second World War, maybe the rest of the building. Now personally, I don't know much about the resistance in Europe, only what I've seen on the television in Britain. But I do feel this building was very important. And lots of things went on in this floor especially, that there's things hidden. I can see some weapons. And I can feel some very brave people. And of course, in that situation, most people didn't know what was going on here. Only the odd few. But there's lots of activity. I find there are some plans drawn up here. And these were done by men in suits, but so these were very, I can't stress enough how secret these things were that went on what I feel went on this floor. And sabotage was talked about, and plans were drawn up. I can see lots of maps, and this is all done very, very quietly. And yet there was so much going on, and it was a very positive thing. I've got no idea when this building was built, but there's definitely something to do with some war situation. I would assume it's the Second World War. And lots of things happened in this building, and this floor, I would say it was the more secret floor. Lots of things were discussed and plans were drawn up. Then I can feel a lot of courage and a lot of strength. And I think dare I say it, plans were drawn up here for people actually to be killed, possibly, I would assume, the enemy. But it's not it's not a negative feel, it's a very positive feel. And these were very, very strong and brave people. And this building had very important things going on.